Welcome back to Toy Time, guys. This is the Legends of Tomorrow Kid Flash and the Atom from DC Collectibles, guys. These are like nearly 7 inches tall, and they are awesome. I mean, really cool. Double joints in the knees. The likeness looks good. They got the little smirk on Brandon Routh over there, which is cool. I'm going to open this bad boy up in a second. You guys might be saying, how the hell did I get a 1990 Flash John Wesley ship? Well, that is a custom-made figure, and when there's not a direct flash on it, pardon the pun, it has really good lighting, and it kind of gives a really nice look. I'll show you quickly. So you kind of see like how it has a cool look to it when you have like kind of dramatic or dynamic lighting on it. It gives like a nice little shaded look over there, which is kind of cool. And you can just see it like... See how it kind of like resembles the TV show even more when you give it like that kind of controlled lit look, like the helicopter overhead, you know, and you get that cool look to it. But now back to the rest of the review. So guys, as you can see over here, we have the Supergirl and Martian Manhunter. Really cool design on the show too. I'm really liking what they're doing with the show. Guys, post your comments below. I'm curious to hear if you like the Flash and Supergirl as much as I do in Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow, I think they're okay. I like the first year better. Supergirl's just increasingly gotten better and better and better. And the Flash is my favorite. I love that they have Plastic Man. I can't wait to see what they do with his costume, guys. So this is really cool. I did want to give you a heads up on this character before I open up Kid Flash. Just to show you something. Whoa, sorry about that. And that is these awesome little blue repulsor blast type things. And the fire, I guess this blue energy blast fire that he has coming out. These are really hard to put into the legs, by the way. It's incredibly difficult. So you have to really wedge them in, and then they fall right out. So I just used some Gorilla Glue. You can use Crazy Glue. And I glued them in. Same with the ones here in the back, but they have like a really nice look when you do that. With the ones on the hand, the other one broke off, so be really careful with them. I mean, I'm super gentle with these things, and for someone like me as a professional toy collector to actually have that break off was crazy. So they got to be careful with that. But I actually glued it onto this posed hand, which I thought looks kind of cool. So there you go. Especially as a comic book artist, I love drawing this stuff, and gives me a lot of feelings of inspiration and excitement for the new comic books I'm working on. And I forgot to say, guys, this is comic book artist, writer, and director Greg Weick from BeyondComics.tv. If you get a chance to go to the Urban Action Showcase this coming Saturday in Times Square, I will be there signing the first comic book I ever drew, which was when I was hired by Todd McFarlane and Image Comics to draw Spawn, issue number 30, which was the double-page spread poster they hired me for to have Spawn lunging at Angela. So that'll be really, really exciting. In fact, I'll show you something else we're doing there. This is a watercolor painting that I did of Michael Jai White as Spawn, and I'll be presenting that to him Saturday at the Urban Action Showcase Expo, Spawn 20-year anniversary that they're going to have there. He'll be there live and in person, which will be really exciting. This is some of the artwork I painted, and you can check it out here. It's funny because I painted this thing 1,000,000 years ago, and I literally didn't know what would come of this one. This is not the one I did for Todd McFarlane on Spawn. That was a different one. That was issue 30 of Spawn. They hired me and published my art in that. First time I got paid for art. How cool is that, right? Professionally in a comic book. But with this is something that I just did as like a little passion project, and it's awesome that all these years later, here I am about to present it to him. And this, by the way, is my new comic book that's going to be coming out here called Gekido. This is cover B. It's an exclusive limited edition 48-page comic book that I finished drawing. And it's co-created by myself, the artist, and Brandon Wilson, the writer. And it's included with this limited edition posable 12-inch action figure of Ice-T's wife, Coco, the supermodel and actress, as our character, Cleo. And that's the fully posable, seamless synthetic skin action figure, which is available for pre-order right now. It's almost sold out, I'm glad to say, at beyondcomics.tv. So just go to beyondcomics.tv right there, and you can order it before it gets sold out. And it has seamless synthetic skin with a steel skeleton inside the body for 28 points of articulation. Full posability. That's my company, beyondcomics.tv. It comes with the throne room chair and the 2 Egyptian attack dogs and the scepter and all this cool stuff over here. And it's kind of exciting. This scepter actually is based on my Ravidactyl character. You can see the prototype over here, which I'm excited to share with you guys. And you can see over here it says the end is the beginning, and that's the little preview there. And if you guys sign up to my social media, subscribe here and follow me, you will actually be entered for a chance to automatically potentially win an original signed drawing. These are some of the other characters here. You can see the 3D modeled. We did this actually in ZBrush, Brian Klaus and I, and that's of the Gekido character, which we're trying to make into the action figures as well, with Fison and TB League, who's doing this bad boy over here. So that's exciting. And for those of you who don't know, this is me. These are the characters in the background. You guys can actually get the original signed comic book if you want to support us independent comic book artists and writers and stuff like that. This is some of the stuff I've been doing over here. You can see some of the characters, and we have the original signed first printing of the origin story of Gekido available right now. That's Ice-T's wife, Coco. It's Cleo. Adrian Curry from America's Next Top Model is Tricity. Ravidactyl, codename Justice, and Gekido. I'm going to get back to opening up Kid Flash in a second, but you can see the life-size costume statue here of Ravidactyl and codename Justice. Yay. Big guy. And now back to the review. We're going to open up Kid Flash. Sorry, I got distracted over there. Oh yes, he has been released from the packaging, and now you can see Kid Flash. Looks pretty badass. Very, very good double joints on the knee section over here. Even though he has double joints, it is definitely harder to bend for obvious reasons with the armor, but he looks terrific. I wish there was more flexibility in the abdomen waist area to kind of have him bend forward for running poses and stuff, but he looks great. Very, very good detail. I'll try to zoom in here for you. Really, really nice detail. I still remember him having yellow boots in the comic book back in the day when he was actually Wally West, the original comic book version with the red hair. But I like this change. I actually think that he looks good and better. So I like that they actually did this. It's a really good modification. Take a look at that detail too. Looks really, really nice. And check out how cool this is. Through the magic of editing, I have been able to make his mask removable. Now that'd be cool if it was, but they have two interchangeable heads, of course. And yeah, not bad. Not bad. It's pretty decent likeness. You know, it's funny because I remember growing up as a little boy, and you know, even through the 1980s, getting the likeness of an actor was almost unheard of. You know, and now it's like they demand it. Guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel for updates, and you can see all these other incredibly cool and exciting reviews from all the other action figures. I know you guys might be freaking out. How the hell does he have a 12-inch fully posable Arrow? And that's right, Grant Gustin as the Flash. Those are incredibly well-made customs. And you can see all this stuff over here. Your move, creep. That's RoboCop, in case you didn't know. These are also some of my favorite customs. The Tron and Flynn 12-inch. Really, really nice stuff over here. I think I was the last person to get these two also. They do not make them anymore at all. Same with this one here. Rocco did that head. He's great. And did that head also. Someone else did the bodies. I just don't have my records open right now. But you can see some of the cool stuff here. And of course, the exciting figures from Hot Toys. And this one over here in the back, actually, I custom painted with another person. It's 18 inches, but it's the Toys R Us $19 version that I just repainted. And it's really cool. It has Iron Man in there. The whole thing opens up, which is great. You can see some of these figures here. My favorite, I worked on this, the custom Neo Matrix. That's Obama. And this, I made this custom Zorro Antonio Banderas figure. And you can see some of the other stuff here. And I made this actually too, which is a custom magnet. There we go. Iron Man Mark 1. And then there's a Hot Toys version. That's also custom. And Eric did this head of Christopher Reeve, which I still think is like stellar. With this bright light, it's hard to actually like kind of see how it looks in normal lighting, but check that out there. Custom Hot Toys Jedi Luke. And I painted this here, the Jack's Big Figs. Again, if you could just cover it, you could probably see the detail on the beard. It's hard to get it on camera, but okay. Young Toys makes the coolest transforming figures. And also check out this 9.5-inch cup from Transformers. That's unofficial, but really cool. Third party. That's my character Justice. That's Dave Finch's art over there. And that is the original hand-drawn pencil sketch of Superman by Joe Shuster, the co-creator of Superman, from back in 1979. It's a funny story behind that too. I was 14 years old and I saw them offering that at Sotheby's auction. So I was like, yeah, put me down for the highest bid, because I didn't even know what that means. And then they called me up a week later and they're like, congratulations, you won the Superman art. And I was like, yay. And they're like, please send us $2,600. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? 14 years old, I almost passed out. I gave my parents the biggest QVC pitch imaginable to try to let them get me this. And boy, were they pissed off. But my mom said to my dad, hey, you know what, Martin? Maybe it'll be worth something one day. And we should get it for him as a collectible and have him work off the fee for doing endless chores for the next few years. So I worked it off through my allowance. And God bless them, they were sweet and made it happen. Well, guys, that is a super overview, toy review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe for updates. Again, click that little subscribe button. Check out the other videos. And as they say in comic books, to be continued.